everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So are you an owner of a business and you receive multiple leads every single day? And notifying to your team members manually is a very time-consuming process for you? Then this video is definitely for you. Because in this video, we are going to understand how to notify sales team via MS Teams for new IndiaMART inquiry. So I'm an owner of an electronical components business and I receive multiple leads and inquiries on my IndiaMART account. And I want to notify my team members on my Microsoft Teams channel that the new lead is generated. And doing that manually is a very time-consuming process. So to solve this problem, I have built a connection between IndiaMART and Microsoft Teams. That too without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. Now whenever by the potential buyers, a new lead is going to be generated using IndiaMART, automatically towards my team, a message is going to be forwarded on the channel on my Microsoft Teams. So now if you want to learn this entire process step by step, for that I'm going to take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So I am an owner of an electronical components business and I use IndiaMART to generate high quality leads from my potential customers or clients. Over here, I use Microsoft Teams to manage internal communication with my sales team. To keep my team informed and responsive, I set up an automation between IndiaMART and Microsoft Teams so that now whenever by the potential customers or clients, a new lead is going to be generated, automatically the entire leads data is going to be forwarded as a message on my Microsoft Teams channel. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the entire connection step by step. We have to build a connection using Pabbly Connect. So for that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, you will land towards Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now before creating this amazing automation, I want to tell you about Pabbly Community. Pabbly Community is an exclusive space where you can find real-time updates, help from not only our team members but also our fellow users. In this space, you can find automation tips, share feedback, and as well as ask questions. So go ahead and join our Pabbly community today. For that, you will find the link of our community in the description box below. Now let us start creating this amazing automation. As we have came to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, you will find two options. That is sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I am an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. Then you are going to find the All Pabbly Apps section in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides. As I want to use Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. Now to create a new automation in our Pabbly Connect account, we have to create a workflow. For that, click on this Create Workflow button on the top right corner. After that, you're going to see there are two methods to create a workflow. One is the new beta method, other one is the old classic method. I'm going to create this workflow using the old classic method right over here. But if you want, you can use the new beta method as well. So I'm going to select the old classic method right here. Firstly, it is asking for the workflow name. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to give it as Notify Sales Teams via MS Teams for new IndiaMART inquiry. After naming the workflow, it is asking for us to select a folder. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select the workflows folder. And then I'm going to click on this Create button to create a new workflow. A new workflow is then going to be created and you will find two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other one is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first, in which my trigger application over here, I'm going to select it as IndiaMART. As here, my objective is that as soon as by the potential buyers, a new lead is going to be generated in my IndiaMART account, I want this trigger should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger application, I've selected over here as IndiaMART and the trigger event over here is going to be new leads. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Using the unique webhook URL and by following the steps given here below in the help desk, we are going to build a connection between IndiaMART and Pabbly Connect. Firstly, copy this URL from here and log into your IndiaMART account. So this is my IndiaMART account's dashboard. Now what we are going to do is to connect this account to Pabbly Connect. From the left side of the panel, go to the lead manager option right here. After coming to IndiaMART's page, over here go to the menu section, import export leads, and from the drop down select the option that is push API right here. Then the push API integration page is going to appear in front of you, on which firstly we have to select the source. For that, click on the drop down. The source is not provided in the drop down, so I'm going to select the option other. Firstly, it is asking for the platform name. So for the platform name over here, I'm going to write it as Pabbly Connect. And for the URL, I'm going to paste this webhook URL from this workflow and paste it over here in this field and click on the save button. Then it is asking for why I'll be creating this API. So I'm going to select the random reason and click on this button right here. The webhook URL is now been successfully added in my IndiaMART account. Okay. After adding the webhook URL, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. It says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether IndiaMART is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a test data towards this webhook URL. Why am I sending a test data? Because I am not running any live campaign using IndiaMART. So I have to use the test data to send it towards this webhook URL. In place of the test data, you will receive your leads data that is generated in your IndiaMART account. So to check this webhook URL, click on this test button and on this button. It says success. So as now the test data has been forwarded successfully towards this webhook URL, I'm going to go back and scroll down. You can see the response has been successfully captured in my trigger. Status is success. This is the unique query ID. Subject you can see is right here. State is Uttar Pradesh. This is the pin code. Phone number you can see. Name is IndiaMART. This is the phone number. Email. Country is IN, that is India. This is the company. City is Noida. This is the address. You can see this is the product name. This is the inquiry that is generated. I want to purchase an empty mineral water bottle. Kindly send in price and other details. You can see with all the other details. Okay. So as now the response has been captured over here in my trigger, this means that IndiaMART is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup has now been done. Okay. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. As now we have the leads data. First of all, I want to tell you, in place of the test lead data, you will receive your original leads data with all the details and inquiry. Okay, so in place of the test data, in the similar manner, you will receive your leads data. Okay, so now as I want to notify my team on my Microsoft Teams channel that I've created in the name of new lead alert. For that, I'm going to set up my action step, in which my action application, I'm going to select over here as Microsoft Teams. An action event is going to be send message in a channel. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. This window is going to appear, on which click on add new connection. Then click on this connect with Microsoft Teams button right over here. As I've done that, it is asking for the permission for my account, for which I'm going to click on this accept button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this accept button right over here. And as I've done that, you can see Microsoft Teams is successfully authorized with Pabbly Connect. As it is now authorized, firstly it is asking for me to select the team, for which I'm going to select over here as IndiaMART Leads. So for the team, I'm going to select it as IndiaMART Leads. And for the channel, I've already told you it's New Leads Alert. So for the channel over here, I'm going to select it as New Leads Alert. Then it is asking for us to write a message in HTML format that we're going to send towards this channel. Okay. So for the message over here, I'm going to write it as... So this is the message that I have in HTML body, you can see right here. It is asking for my leads detail right here. So now for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data. Mapping is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to select the field that is the name of my lead, the previous step is going to appear. And as I'm going to click on it, the response that was captured in our previous step is going to appear. In the response, if I'm going to search for the name of my lead, this is the sender's name, that is the lead's name. So as it is asking for the leads data, and this is the lead for which I want to notify my team. So I'm going to select the data of my lead's name from my previous response. As now I've selected this data from my previous response, you can see this data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. In the similar manner, I'm going to map other details right over here. For the company, I'm going to map the data of the company right here. For the phone number, I'm going to map the data of the phone number that I've received right over here. This is the phone number that is asking for the email address, for which I'm going to write over here the email address and map the data email address. For the location, that is the city and the state, I'm going to map the data of the address that I've received right here. For the product requirement, we are going to map the data of the name of the product right here. This is the name. And lastly, for the message, that is the inquiry, I'm going to map the data of the message that I've received right here. Okay. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the Stevenson test request button right over here. After that, we have received a response, which is a positive response. If I'm going to open my Microsoft Teams channel, and yes, you can see right over here, the notification has now been successfully forwarded. It says new IndiaMART inquiry received. This is the name, company, contact, email, location, requirement, and the message. You can see the entire lead data has been forwarded. Please follow up with the lead at the earliest. Okay. So in this manner, the notifications are going to be forwarded towards my Microsoft Teams channel to my sales team in the same format. Okay. And as this message has been forwarded, this means that the connection between IndiaMART and Microsoft Teams is now been successfully done. So now to sum up till now what we have done, as soon as by the potential buyers a new lead is going to be generated using IndiaMART, automatically the trigger IndiaMART new leads is going to capture the response of that. As now we have the leads details, automatically a message is going to be forwarded towards my team members, my sales team members on Microsoft Teams channel that I've created using Microsoft Teams send message in a channel. And in this manner, I've built a connection between these two applications without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.